Don't cry, little rot friend. Uncle Rot has enough Angelo content to last you your entire life. Other Rot, bring out Angelo and the Sword 3. The viewer's hungry. And welcome to Rot Reviews again. We're doing this for some reason. We've got Angelo and the Sword 2 this time. Oh, you're gonna love this one. I loved it a lot. So let's hop in. So we start out and we get introduced to the red guy. Now, the red guy is called Tanner the Brawler, and it's played by the Angelo person. I'm just going to call him Red Guy, though, because I don't want to, say Tanner the Brawler every time. And it looks like he's like a Knuckles ripoff, basically, from what I get. And then we see this guy with a bat, and I couldn't figure out his name, and he doesn't seemingly have one, and also he doesn't appear any other time in the movie besides this intro, which is kind of weird. And you'll never guess who's back. Yep, it's Dr. Hand.
He's back!
He's back. He's back from the dead, or whatever happened to him. Anyways, the Knuckles ripoff asks him a very, very important question.
Who in Burger King, McDonald's, Jack in the Box name are you?
Jesus, was this written by retarded kid?
And Dr. Hand reveals that his new name is called Dr. Pigman, which I think is supposed to be like an Eggman ripoff. And it's also important to mention that Angelo plays Dr. Pigman or Dr. Hand in this new film as well. He basically plays all the characters. He basically plays all the characters in this. Angelo plays all the characters. And so Red Guy makes a joke about calling him Queso for some reason. I don't know why. And then Dr. Hand hits him up with the evil ray, which turns him evil. And then we get the title card, just like Invincible, but not as cool. And then we cut to Angelo. He's back for some reason. He didn't die, unfortunately. And he's just running around. And then he goes to the grave of his parents because they died because Dr. Hand killed them or something. And then the kid that we saw at the end of the last movie is back. It's this small Indian child. He's supposed to be like a Tails ripoff, so we're just going to call him a Yellow Guy. I think that's a good name, Yellow Guy. Then we see these two goons. These two goons, I guess they work for Dr. Hand or whatever, because they're like, let's go kill Angelo. He's like, sure. So they got to go kill Angelo, but I never see them again. And so we learned that Dr. Hand has this plan to come up with something called the Pig Station. It's like a Death Star ripoff. And now he's got to get his hand on the ultimate orb to power his station or something. And by the way, and then we see that Tanner and Angelo, the red and the blue guy, they have a little battle for what goes on for way too long. We never see them both on the same screen because it's played by the same character, so it's kind of funny. And then Angelo breaks the fourth wall and acknowledges that this is a lot like the Sonic 2 movie, which is kind of funny because it's basically admitting it's a ripoff. And then Angelo meets up with the yellow guy, and they're traveling to go get the ultimate orb before Dr. Hand. And then Angelo has this comlink gadget to talk to the yellow guy on his wrist. But it doesn't have a voiceover, so you just hear him yelling halfway across the yard.
I found a rusty wagon.
And then some robots show up, and I'm pretty sure they're from that Roblox Piggy game that was popular back in 2018. And the robots get smashed by Angelo. And then Angelo finds the ultimate orb, which is just a plastic Chaos Emerald. And then they confront Dr. Hand on top of the pig station, which is just a trampoline. And then the yellow guy also admits that it's directly a Death Star ripoff. Dr. Hand just says no and he gets inside his lab to get the station ready. Angelo and the red guy then brawl again. The red guy just gives up and joins Angelo's team, in which we get a really badly edited green screen clip of both of them on the screen. Angelo rushes to stop the Death Star ripoff, but then gets caught in the spinner trap, which is just one of those swings you tie to the tree. He eventually escapes and boards the station. It then launches in one of the most funniest takeoff scenes I think I've ever seen. Then Dr. Hand puts the orb into some type of machine which powers it up. Him and Angelo duel it out, and then they knock the orb out of the machine, and then Angelo absorbs it to become Super Angelo. And then the spaceship explodes with Angelo jumping off. And then he gives some speech about the power of teamwork or something, and then we get another badly edited green screen clip. And by the way, if you notice, the yellow guy in this clip isn't the same as the one from earlier. He's like some blonde kid, not the Asian one from earlier. And then we see that Dr. Hand somehow survives, and he's half naked for some reason, and then he gets sent to jail, which is just his bathroom. And finally, in the end, we get to see the new character, which looks to us to be like a shadow ripoff. So I'm just going to call him Evil Angelo, because it's played by the same guy that's Angelo. I swear to God, like, everybody in this next movie is going to be played by Angelo. Like, seriously, every single character. And that's the end. Now we got to wait for Angelo and the Sword 3. I'm sending this, transferring video to my buddy, the other rat. He's going to give his review on the movie. So, yeah.
Okay, what in the world is this video? So, the first movie, from what I could tell, is he's like fighting some evil guy, making a lair. So confusing. Hold up. Let me get my... Okay, so, the Pigman guy is building a space station. How the fuck? Apparently there's some cruise guy, and they have to find the ultimate orb. Like, wow, good naming. So unique. Ultimate orb. It's like the first name that you think of whenever you think of like an object that's powered. And it's located in the Mystic Cave of Eternity. Okay, they're just using like mystical names or whatever. Literally, Mystic Cave. They face many challenges and dangers. Yup. Man, I love my script. It's so broad, but it's like so true. So Pigman and his henchmen try to stop them, but obviously Angelo, like, I don't know, beats the shit out of them or something. But Pigman gets the ultimate orb and he runs away into the space station. But of course Angelo follows and they get trapped. They finally confront him in the station and he defeats him and destroys the pig station. But guess what? Pigman is back, but he's arrested, but he wants to, get his revenge, whatever. But Angelo, Cruz, and Tanner all form a team. I'm pretty sure Tanner is some henchman who, like, fights like a retarded kid. Just swinging, fucking haymakers everywhere. And somehow Angelo, the bitch with the sword, can't fucking beat the shit out of a dude who is bare-fisted. But okay, that makes sense. And then, like, befriended him or some shit. I'm not too sure. This was very fucking confusing. This time I give it... It was way worse than the last one.